Yo, listen, we back with another one. This is Ced Talk Podcast. Listen, I got Jen with me. I got Ange with me.
Let's go.
We here and we rocking.
Let's
Y'all
go.
talking about look. We out here rocking,
Cheers.
Cheers, all day. We doing big things. But it's crazy. I haven't seen y'all in a long time. Like, how y'all doing for real? How you guys doing?
Excelente.
Excelente.
I'm good.
I like that. She doing good.
Day
You
by
doing
day,
good.
nothing
Day by
crazy.
day. That's what's up. I tell you what though, just for the people, tell them your name, tell them what you do and stuff like that, man. You can go ahead.
My name is Angela, and I do flight attendant. I do. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
How long?
that.
How long have you been a flight attendant for? Ange, how long have you been a flight attendant for?
I have been a flight attendant for 16 years.
That's awesome.
Senior mama right there.
Seeing your mama
No,
right
not
there.
Even, not
Yes.
even. Not even. No, not even.
How about you, Jen? Tell the people
So
your
I'm
name.
Jen. I'm also a flight attendant. I've been doing it for about 9 years. I also have my candle company. Check me out. J. Nicole Candle.
Check her out.
Specials, yes.
I didn't know that.
I got you. Luxury robes and candles handmade by me. Poured with love in every jar.
I like that. Let's go out and support that for real.
Support that.
I'm gonna have the link. I'm gonna have the on that. Make sure we go out there and support that for
Gotcha.
real.
What is it?
J. Nicole Candle.
J. Nicole.
Nekol.
Nekol. J.
Yes.
Nicole Candle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
I'm
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna give you all the info.
We're gonna get all the info. That's rocking. But look, let me tell you something. One, we had a long day today. Okay. We had a long day. But
Very.
we here for you all. And I'm here to really catch up. Cause I haven't seen Ange in a minute. I haven't seen Jen in a minute. It's crazy. Like, Jen, hold up. So we really need to catch up.
Listen, I'm trying to be on my best behavior, so steady.
We need to catch up. Look, so last we spoke, I believe, we was, talking about pressure, right? That's a nickname. Okay, we gonna just throw out some nicknames, right? So you got pressure,
Yes.
and then you got hips. You got pressure, and then you got hips.
Hips don't lie.
It don't lie, and we just keeping it, keeping it real,
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what's going on with that situation, man? Like, how y'all doing? Like, what's been happening with that?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So, first of all, me and pressure, or lack thereof, okay, we've done this whole dance before. We've talked about it, the whole, you sound real good. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, no, I'm for real about you. Oh, I'm not playing about you. And then I give you the benefit of the doubt, and yet you are still playing, and you are still not applying pressure.
Wow.
So I'm like, I backed off silently.
Yep.
Head still spinning to this day. Don't know what happened, but it's fine. I'm at peace with it. I don't care.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I was just over that.
So to be clear though, just so everybody can kind of like get in the loop, like, where did pressure come from? Why are we calling him pressure?
Because he claimed he was coming with pressure. He's applying pressure to be my guy, my man, and did quite the opposite. So my thing
And to
is
my
like,
man, thank you to my man.
to my man.
Okay.
So with him, it was a lot of talk. It was no action. I'm a woman of action. Like, you need to stand on what you're talking about, because that's what I do. So if all I'm hearing is this and seeing nothing,
Yeah.
I'm always going with the actions. And the thing is, I let you bend the block. So you already know how I roll. I don't even require too much, I'll say, that I
Okay.
think, So if you know what I want, don't want, like, dislike, whatever the case, and you still, okay, then you're having a nice night.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
see. So it's crazy. So we was on a plane today, right? And you said something that really piqued my interest. So I'm a man.
Yes.
So I think, manly things, I'm talking about aggression and all that stuff.
Right.
Sometimes just men can be logical. Okay, that's just what I hear.
Sure.
That's what I
Sure.
hear.
One more time.
Sure.
Okay. And so you made a comment earlier.
Logical. Yes.
Logical.
That's the first word that came to my mind.
That's the first word, right? Okay. And so on the plane today, you made a statement, really piqued my interest. You was like, okay, so pressure called you and was like, yo, what you doing? You was like, I'm eating right now, just relaxing, enjoying myself. He says, okay, well, I'm going to pull up on you. You know, I'm going to drive to you right now, and I'm going to catch up with you, right? So he comes while you're eating.
By myself, yes.
By yourself.
Let's clarify
And, you know, as you guys are talking, catching up, you have multiple beverages coming out, right? So you got teas coming out.
I'm gonna say,
How much tea did you have?
I had 2 green teas.
2 green teas.
Hot ones, not the cold ones.
Right, some hot green teas.
So that was probably included, honestly.
And you had a full meal.
Okay, here's the story.
Okay.
Here's the story. I had a long day at work. I had, you know, my feminine maintenance day, right? Like, it was pamper day, you know, so I got waxed, eyebrows waxed, everything waxed, feeling great, feeling amazing. I live kind of far from the airport, so I didn't want to sit in traffic, okay? You know, like, let's do some me time. Now that that's done, there's still traffic. Let me go have some food. This is me. This is what I do, regardless of if anyone's with me. This is what I like to do. So I go to one of my favorite little restaurants. I'm not telling you what it is, but it's amazing. Maybe next time. Can't blow up the spot. But anyway, so I go and I sat down by myself, right? Table for one. I order my normal dish and my green tea. And, you know, I'm just zoning out, you know, again, just decompressing, all that, you know, just unwinding my mind. So pressure calls. And he's like, I answer, because, you know, we're on cool terms at this point. We're not, you know, he's not my man, or at that point I'm like not even looking at you really to be my man, because we've done this before. Anyway, so he calls, we're still friends, we're cool, we're cordial, whatever. He calls, I answer. He's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, eating. Oh, where you eating at? I was like, X, Y, and Z. He was like, oh, you by yourself? I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, just sitting down eating by myself. He's like, by yourself? I'm like, yes. First of all, I don't know why that's so hard to believe. Love doing things by myself. So he was like, where's that at? I'm like, here. He was like, oh, but I'll be there in 8 minutes. I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, I'm pulling up on you. Like, I'm serious. I'm pulling up on you. I'm like, okay. Because, again, before I ghosted him, excuse me. I detached, I stepped back, I pushed back from that situation, because, again, the things that are my love language that I would say, time, which is free, you know, that type of stuff, just anything, like, which consists of, I would love my person to be around me. I want that energy. I want that
quality time, definitely.
So he didn't do that, so I left it alone. So him pulling up, I'm like, okay, you know, that's random. It's one for the books. Sure, whatever. So he comes, he pulls up, I'm sitting by myself. He comes, he sat down. You know, we were chopping it up, we're talking. I still got the guard up a little bit, because I'm like, I don't even know what you want right now. You know, like, because you never put up on me, never wanted to.
Okay. So
he's like, oh yeah, I'm not playing about you. I'm trying to, you know, be there. Listen, right. Oh, please, pause, please. Yeah, I'm serious about you. I'm not about to play. I'm about to apply pressure. That's the name, pressure, right? And I'm sitting like, yeah, okay, right? Because we've been down this road. So he sat down, he ate some of my green beans. You know, I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe you're hungry, right? Left it at that. You know, we did the small talk, whatever. And it's time for me to go. I've been here already, right? So it's time for me to go. So I asked for my check. The lady brings my check. She set it down. He's sitting across from me.
So I want y'all to listen to this part, all right? Listen.
This is where it gets serious, okay? So, mister, I'm not playing about you. I'm serious about you. I'm applying pressure about you. Like, I'm not, I feel like you calling bullshit. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Because that's been my whole energy this whole time. Because you're full of shit, and that's what I'm giving. He was like, I'm about to show you I'm not, right? I'm like, okay. The lady brings the check. She sets it down. He's across from me, so it's in the middle.
Okay.
At the edge.
What happened?
He didn't even attempt to grab my check, you know, to the lunch that I was sitting by myself, having, enjoying by myself, that I was going to pay for.
Yeah.
Because I was in my own space.
Yeah.
You came. He did that boy. I'm gonna say boy. I'm not even gonna say man. That boy didn't even look at the damn check, and I actually think he took another beam as I was reaching for my check.
Yeah. Oh,
and asked for
man.
a to-go box. Yes. Yes, I'm dead ass. So, and I'm sitting here like, And as you know, he's doing this and talking. Again, I'm not looking for like, oh, you need to pay for my $1,000 meal. My it was
Right, but he invaded your space.
Say it again.
He on his own will,
Right.
invaded your space, showed up, bitch, ate your green beans, and he's like, I'm here for you, whatever, I'm pressure, blah, 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 but I live in my mom's basement, and he won't even pay your...
So Ange, let me ask you a question,
Hold
Ange.
on.
She's not finished.
I'm not done.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's hear it. Let's talk
done.
about it.
Thank you. She already feels what we're coming about. And again, I am very willing and able to pay for my food because I can do that. I can handle it. I got this. My meal was $33. Okay? $33.
Mm-hmm.
Not including the tip, but $33 nonetheless that I was, going to pay for regardless. But for someone that's applying pressure or not playing about me, you would think that, okay, first step, you could at least bought my food that you're eating off of, and you came and interrupted my personal space to do what? That was red flag number one. And what did I do? Turned the fucking blind eye. I did.
Yeah, okay.
I did. Because it's like, I'm not in it for your money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I let it go. Because okay, you know what? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it anyway. But still, you didn't have to come you could have FaceTimed me away. You didn't have to be in my area. You didn't have to be in my bubble.
Okay.
Pissed me off anyway.
So listen, she's pissed, right? And so I want to ask a question to you all, but Ange, I want you to chime in on this too, okay? Because
yes, I am also pissed. Yes.
there was a time where I heard a statement of women thinks emotionally and men thinks logically, right?
Sure. That's a great excuse.
Great, right? So we can
there,
call it.
okay,
We can call it
yes,
excuse.
there's some truth,
We can call
but
it
it
excuse.
can't be the excuse forgive all. Like, we're all
Absolutely.
human. We learn.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, men think differently from women. I mean, it's just physiological hormones, whatever.
Yep.
That's just the way it is. But if you use that as an excuse, like,
Uh-huh.
are you truly that much of a dumbass?
Uh-huh.
Like, seriously.
If you just don't want to, just don't.
Like, oh no, I didn't know because my estrogen was high because I'm
Uh-huh.
a woman. I'm so sorry I didn't do it. Oh, like, yeah.
So what about this?
Or I didn't do it because of my estrogen. You do it. That you're a man.
Uh-huh.
Like, why should I think about that?
So
like,
what about this? That's a great
okay,
point.
tell me.
That's a great point. So look, is it possible, and I want you to answer honestly, is it possible for this man who is into gin very much, okay, to come and meet her,
I don't think my eyes can
While-
roll back
look.
far enough in my glasses.
to come and meet her in her space? Is it possible that he thought that because he didn't order like his own personal meal, that he was like, oh, I'm not gonna take the, like, I didn't know I was supposed to pay for the
Okay,
bill because I didn't
honestly.
order anything.
Honestly,
Okay. Make sure you address that question too. Is it possible, as men think, right? Women think, we both think differently at times.
Completely.
Can he possibly be thinking that, well, I didn't order anything, so I didn't feel like
Did he
I
order
needed
anything?
to pay.
No, he didn't order anything.
okay, so
wait, what?
He did not order anything.
okay, so this is my thing. When he called,
Mhm.
why did you answer?
Regular friends. It's friends.
Oh, just regular friends.
Yep.
Yeah, we're-
Oh, so it was just like a regular conversation.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
regular
okay. So Like, why would you answer? Why would you tell him where you were? Because it's your day of leisure relaxation.
Okay, so here's
But he's your friend.
yeah, so the thing is, again, we were friends, right? Like, we used to talk nothing more, nothing less prior. Okay, so it's like we have somewhat of a, I'm not gonna say history, but a knowing of each other, So it's like it's not abnormal for him to call me and be like, "Hey, where you at? What you doing?"
Okay.
Right? And it's not a big deal for me to tell him because I'm not afraid of him. He doesn't, show any threats. So we're not on that like, "Oh God, you're crazy" type. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. It literally is like, "Oh yeah, chilling, eating. Oh yeah, where you at?" I'm like, "Here." "Oh, okay, bet. I'm about to pull up." Because I'm ready to start really like, putting my energy towards you, trying to apply my pressure, in his words, not mine. And I'm not about to play about you. And the thing is, again, no, you didn't order the food. Yes, you came and interrupted my own space. You didn't have to invite yourself. You could have stayed your ass on FaceTime, which you've been doing for the past few years. Okay? So if you sitting there trying to do something new and trying to come correct, my man, she's like, "Oh yeah, I know my girl God is good, but you know what? Let me feed you, baby. Let me feed you this time. You know what? You've had a long day. You had a long day. You know what? I got this."
All right.
If you applying pressure as my man, I got it. I can take care of it. That's not the thing.
Yeah.
It's the thought process. You're not thinking like my man.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have to tell my man that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if my man is out and he had a long day, I'm like, "Here, baby. What you want here?"
Yeah. So you will. So
yes.
That's good. So you will.
Yes.
Take care of a bill for your
Sure
man.
will.
You will. Okay.
Sure will.
Because that was
Without
gonna be my
thinking
next
about it.
question.
Without a thought.
Because it should be mutual.
I agree.
Right. Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah. So definitely. I mean,
it's not a one-way street. Like how my man spoils me is how I'm spoiling my men.
Mm-hmm.
That's just off. That's period. There's no thought about that. It's no second guessing. It's none of that.
Yep. Because that's where we're going next, right? So the applying pressure, can it be that his definition of applying pressure is that, look, I want to give you my quality time. I'm going to spend time with you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to text you. I'm going to be there. In his mind. But can applying pressure be, I'm going to take care of this $3 bill?
Okay.
That's applying pressure to me.
If he wants to apply pressure, to assume his presence, to make you aware of his presence, what is he doing? Like, he's showing up into your stuff, your relaxed time, eating your food.
He didn't eat my food. Like, I'm not bashing anybody, right? I'm not going to bash.
Sorry,
him.
I'm going to bash. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm not bashing. I'm not going to bash.
I absolutely should not.
I'm not a basher. But my thing is, I'm also like you said, stand on what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, again, going back to you knowing me prior and our interactions prior, and the reason why I left you alone prior, you should know currently, little shit matters to me. That's my thing. It's the thought. Like, again, as a man, yes, you may think you're applying pressure by making yourself known, making yourself present. But again, you do that on FaceTime all day. So what's the difference, right? You make sure you call me all day. You make sure you text me multiple times a day.
Communication.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But anything thoughtful or like a little bit extra, that's what applying pressure is. You're not about to sit here and just try to breadcrumb me this minimum ass, I pulled up, I showed my face, so that's applying pressure. No, that's not. First of all, you should be doing that any goddamn way.
Nobody wants your ween because you showed up. Bye. Like, we get that anywhere. Seriously,
again,
anybody, anytime.
Like, and again, I'm not even going like bash it. I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying.
Sorry, you're the better person than I am.
I'm just saying, like, because again, he may think that that's applying pressure to other people, not to me.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, you could apply that. People might cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for you pulling up and eating their green beans and you're not paying for their bill, but you showed up. Me? No. I was fine by myself and I've been by myself. So, no, you're not applying pressure.
You're right.
Me.
You're right.
So that's good. I like that point. I like this. So let me share just a quick experience real quick. So I dated this girl, right, for a few years, and it was on and off. It wasn't like a legit dating, like we made it official. It was on social media, nothing like that. But I felt like every time in my mind, she was solid. You know, in my mind, I'm like bet. You know, in the sense of applying pressure, I'm like, I definitely want to build this. You know, she loved quality time. I love quality time. Like we was always kind of doing different things. You know, nature and that. You know, all sorts of things. But what I realized was that I was always paying for stuff. I mean, always. Like we went to dinner. I had like she'll sit back and kind of wait. And so you have the waiter come, all right, here's your check. And she'll just sit back. And I'm like, dang, I got to pay again. And felt that way. Because I felt that way, I had to start being sneaky. I became very sneaky around her. So she'll plan something. Oh, say what you doing? Like, nothing. Let's go out. We're going to go to, you know, whatever.
Oh, but you were paying for it.
Yeah. So I know at that place, they also got a food place there. So I'm like, I'm not about to play. So what I did was, I was tired of always having to pay for her meal, everything. So I would eat before I met her.
So you didn't eat food. You're good.
But so watch this. So it wasn't like she said, "Hey, let's go out to dinner. We're going on a date. We're going to dinner." I'm not going to eat before, obviously, right? But she'll be like, "Oh, let's go out to the park, or let's go out and take pictures. Let's go out and do this." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I know your strategy. Like, cause if we do this and build up hunger, like now we're gonna be hungry and you expecting me to pay, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna eat before we meet." And so what I did was we went to, you know, that's gonna be a slogan out there: eat before you meet. and so I met her and she was like, "I'm hungry," and I was like, "Okay, what you gonna get?" Cause I ate already. I'm just saying.
Oh, so I have, and again.
Wait. So y'all broke up.
Oh yeah.
Y'all broke up.
Yeah. So we broke up, and now I'm happily married. You know, to my wife. Shout out to Angel, man. You feel me? AB. We out here rocking. You
And
feel
I
me?
know she's Angel because I'm Angela, and he told me Angel.
Yeah.
Hi, Angel.
Man.
And all the babies.
Yeah, all the
My
kiddos,
4 are all
man.
grown ups, but
All the kiddos.
I enjoy
yeah.
the small times.
Definitely.
Smaller kids. Not small times. Smaller kid times.
Smaller kids.
Okay, we're done with whatever's in your Starbucks cup. We're gonna need a decaf.
That's funny. So what you
So-
got to say on that?
What I have to say about that is, again, I think everyone's different because, like I said, I've definitely taken mine out on dates. He didn't even expect me to pay the bill.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think that's why it's like, I can't relate to that shit. Like,
Definitely.
yes, you gonna pay for me, you know, because that's just off GP, you know, the gentleman thing to do, quote unquote. Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I'm gonna slide mine in there too. And you know what's crazy? One time,
What's that?
my ex,
Mm-hmm.
no, like he, this particular time, he was mad that I paid. He was like, "Don't you ever bring your card out?"
Yeah.
Yes. That's why I'm like, it literally just depends. Me personally, yes, I would pay if we're out and I'm like, you know what he's been literally checking everything off the box. You know, literally like knocking things out.
Definitely.
So for me to like show my respect and we're going out because you still checking things off the box. Come on, baby, let's get dressed. Here go, yo. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. And I'm driving. Yes, passenger princess. I'm great at that. And I slid the card and he was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I got this tonight. Like, you always take care of me." He was like,
Yeah.
"No," and I am going.
Yep.
That's different.
Yeah.
I'm fine with paying. I don't mind paying.
That's cool. Yeah.
But with him, he was like, "Don't you ever pull your card out when you with me." Actually, that's pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, back in the day, it was like the man paid for everything. But also,
Even this day.
well, that's stupid back in this day. But back in the day, of course, men were predominantly working jobs, women weren't. So that's probably why that was more acceptable. But come on now, like, man, everybody's working jobs. And sure, there's mentalities of both ways, but don't just go in expecting, my personal opinion, don't go in expecting like the other's gonna pay. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I agree.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
do it, be able to pay for what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
And if the
You're
other
planning
person
on
pays for it, bonus. It's great. But if they don't, that's okay, and it could still be a great relationship.
On the flip side, like my ex, he was good at like, oh, we going on a date, here we going to this. So it's like he's already ready to do it.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? It's like I would get off work and I would like, you know what? He been home. Let me stop it. Since I just got off late, let me get him something, and I would do that too. So it's like he will have my bath water running.
Definitely.
Like late night. That's why I'm like, it depends on the person. It really depends on the person. So I go from someone that does this without me asking anything and damn near embarrassed if I ever was to pay.
Yeah.
Like, I know you didn't just pay. Like, you better stop playing with me.
Yeah.
To this one, like, I'm not playing about you, but you playing. Like, get out of here. Like, who do you think?
There is some rando that says calming pressure.
That's I'm pressure about you, but I'm like, what? And that. So again, the logic.
Logic.
How you want to go about that?
This is how we go about the logic.
Because one of them, my actual ex,
Yeah.
his logic was like, let me make sure my girl good at all times because she always got my back.
It's not logic though.
That is logic.
That's how we gonna
and
go
your
about
behavior,
it.
right? For me, I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. Oh my God, he so thinks about me. So yeah, I'm dealing with emotion. He's still like, nah, she ain't good and I ain't good.
Nah, look, check this
How's
out.
that not logic?
So
Let's talk about it.
this how we gonna go about the logic,
Okay,
right?
give me the logic.
Cause it's deep. When we
Give it
talk
to
about
me.
logic, we're talking about factual things. We're talking about actual things. That's another slogan, factual, actual. You know what I'm talking about? Look, but
Patent.
we're talking a little ad, a little 30-second ad, factual, actual. So this is the thing, right? So when it comes to logic, I feel like women bash men for not obviously knowing things. And what I
Like
mean,
what?
I mean is this.
Please.
What I mean is this.
Please elaborate.
What I mean is this. The assumption. So the assumption of you should know this, or the assumption of you should be able to, if you're gonna come in my space and do X, Y, and Z, you need to be able to do this and that. But if it's not communicated, because if it is, then that's on them. For sure.
I
If it is, that's on
absolutely
them.
agree with
But
you.
if
I
it's
agree.
not, you agree. So if it's not, watch this. Then they're only going off of the logic of like, I didn't order. I came to see you only. But yeah, I got a few off your plate. I didn't order. So why am I expected to kind of pay that bill?
I've been married for a long time. God forbid, oh God, this to date right now.
Who you tell?
Seriously.
Deep down, my question is, when someone says it's common sense and a person should already know that, I don't think that's logical thinking. Absolutely. So you actually brought up something great. So I was actually moving that way. So
Hold on, this microphone is for Jennifer now.
so we're all, flight attendants
I don't
and,
even want it on my phone.
be in the sky and
got
travel
something to
and,
say.
do all sorts of things. Like, what is it like? So what are the pros and cons of a flight attendant?
Everyone think you got hoes in different area codes. First of all, no, I'm asleep. I'm tired.
No, I'm asleep.
I'm not dealing with nobody. I don't even like to talk to people when I'm off of this plane.
Or we podcasting.
Or
You
we
know what I'm saying? We
podcasting.
out here rocking.
Or drinking our coffee.
Yeah.
Mingling.
Cheers.
I didn't bring it.
You gotta go get more coffee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like that minute?
Yes, go get the more coffee, please.
You need anything? You need anything?
I'm
I'm
all
good.
good. I'm all good.
She didn't come prepared. Ricky moves.
So yeah, so tell me about the pros and cons of a flight attendant. Just through that
Honestly,
aspect.
pros off top is just being able to see stuff. Like
Okay.
growing up in small towns and like the hamster wheel. Got out of that. Like it's so much more to the world, and I'm thankful for that. I'm able to literally go do whatever I want to do when I want it.
I like
The
that.
flexibility also, and it's just unlimited adventure, you
Yeah.
know. And again, depending on who you with, that much better. The cons, again, you're gone a lot. It can get lonely because holidays or whatever, family's home and you're not.
Yeah.
You're stranded. You can't get back home. Certain things like that. That's really what gets me the most.
Okay.
And like I said, people always think you got hoes. I'm like, why?
Yeah. Always, you say flight attendant, immediately the
Yeah,
thought
we're
comes to
worse than the
mind.
pilots.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, no, we actually don't care. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm jet lagged. I'm tired. I don't want to be
actually
bothered. I got to
sleep.
get up in about 6 hours.
Facts.
Nothing's like, but other than that,
That's cool. Yeah, my experience is similar too. Um, like the good, like you can kind of travel. You get paid to travel,
Literally paycations,
and so you might hear us all the time say, "Oh, we on a paycation. Paycation is, I was just in Hawaii just a week ago." Like,
Yeah.
and so you have that privilege to really explore the world and things like that as well.
Right.
And for me, like the biggest pro is that this job in particular, like, is the biggest networking job.
I was going to say that
That
you
you
meet
can
so
ever
many
have.
different people.
So many
you
people.
meet so many. When I say there's always a story in front of you,
Always.
there's literally always
From celebrities to business owners to all the way down, like you meet tons of people, and that's a true beauty.
it really.
A true beauty.
Listen, when I say sometimes I be like, and that's for all that, but dang, you did all. It's like
Yeah.
it's literally like
Definitely.
legit, like it's a story.
Yep. Absolutely.
Angie got a story. I don't know what it is. Angie, I'm gonna give her the mic when she come back.
Yeah.
Because she got something to say.
Look, we might not make it
We
till she
might.
come back. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, cause she gotta go up and she gotta come down. Okay.
Angie,
We definitely working.
love it. I'm
but I
here
feel
for
like a con for me, like you mentioned, obviously, being away from your family and stuff like that. But really, the con is, I feel like it can be and I mentioned this too. Y'all check out, my last couple of episodes. I talked about this, but I mentioned this job being like an enhancer to like our problems, right? So if you're going through, depression right now, this job can be very lonely. So you can be in a room, and you just stuck with your thoughts.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like you in a room, you stuck with your thoughts, you thinking about your loved ones, you thinking about all the stuff that happens, and now you're thinking about the worst possible thing to yourself. But it can be an enhancer, right? If you have drinking issues, you feel me? You drinking too much coffee, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like it can enhance that, like to make things worse.
Yeah.
Because of the culture of of our company, our environment,
Certain companies.
relationship, certain companies, right?
Yeah.
But relationships, things like that. Sometimes people, it might be bad at home, but the kind of jobs we have, you can kind of pick up and have
And
a good
leave.
time away
Yeah.
from home.
Like it's like an escape.
You know.
Like a little escape route.
Yeah.
You literally can like run away from issues.
Definitely.
And sometimes that's not a good thing.
Definitely.
Sometimes it could be, but a lot of times. Angie's back.
Welcome back, Angie.
And it's like, again, sometimes that could be a great thing. Sometimes it's not, because
Yep.
it's like at the end of the day, you still got to face your problems.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
But
that's
still a
good.
beauty though.
It's definitely a beauty.
It's still a beauty,
Yeah, for
true
sure.
joy. Just kind of catch Angie up real quick. We were just talking about how, like,
Pros
the
and
pros and
cons.
cons of like being a flight attendant. We have stories for days, but we'll say that for the next episode with the deep stories, and we might even call that Jump Seat Confessions, because
Jump Seat Chronicles,
You
listen.
hear so many things.
And the
Jump
good thing
Seat
is,
Chronicles.
you probably won't fly with that person for another 10 years, so
Another
you
10
forget.
years.
But
You'll
they was
forget
able to
them,
yeah,
but you
before
remember the story.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm glad you got that off because you needed to, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to know all that, Miss Ma'am,
That's crazy.
Mr. Sir.
Mr.
Like,
Sir, Miss Ma'am, like it's a lot going on.
Yeah, like-
it's a lot that you hear, that you retain.
It's like burn it out of my head, but
It's so
it's cool.
much.
But I just like that sometimes they need that, and like a lot of times, certain. I'll speak for myself. A lot of people gravitate to me to like dump,
Yeah.
all the problems, dump their stories, and it's
Energy vampires.
yeah, energy vampires. but
Definitely.
I'll never dim my light, so
Never dim the
I'll
light.
take it,
Woo!
I'll take it.
If that's not a message, never dim your light. Look, if that's
I'm
not a
here for a
message,
reason.
here's the message.
Never dim
Dim your light. Be the light to those that's in darkness. But look, check this out though. Right? We talked about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about, logical. We talked about emotional. We talked about men, women. We talked about our jobs, things like that. I want to just share something with you two real quick though.
Yes.
First of all, I appreciate both of you.
welcome.
I honestly do. I remember when I first flown with Ange, man, it was a beauty. We was in Hawaii. We went to Honolulu, Honolulu and Maui and things like that. It was a great joy for real. Just got to know each other and things like that. Our entire crew. But you know, with Jen, man, Jen's my dog. This is my road dog, my A1 day one. You know what I'm talking about? Like, look, hey, we pushing 10 years.
Yes, that's crazy.
You feel me? We are pushing 10 years, man. Jen, for sure, is my friend. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, I appreciate the both of them. Like, how I met Jen, it was crazy. So like,
Very crazy.
like I already was hired, but I was coming back to this facility to just get, finish out paperwork and things like that. But then I was in the waiting room, and then I saw Jen come in, like,
Did not look like that.
okay, I might be a little dramatic right now, but listen,
very
but y'all know me, y'all
I
know
don't
about.
think you're dramatic
And
enough.
so she cool, and so she cool, right? And I'm just like, Jen, you good? Like, I mean, I didn't know her name obviously at the time, but I'm like, yo, you good? She was like, man, I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. Like I say, look, I just did this last week. It's good. Take your time, go in there, kill it, and be you. Be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
He
And
literally
look,
said that.
pushing 10 years later, though, we been rocking. You feel me? Since then, A1
That's
day one.
crazy.
For sure. Just being on the show, being able to just kind of discuss, a variety of things. Anything. So before we go, anything that you can share, message-wise, something positive, any advice that you can give to those listening or watching in right now?
Be choosy with your words and be kind to everybody, because you never know what anyone's going through, and words stick. Whether they're
Sheesh.
nice or not, they stick. And just be kind.
Ooh, I like that one. And any last
1,000,000%
words?
correct. She's so right. It's totally right. It's kind of the same as I was gonna say. Like, your words matter. Like, I grew up in a family where we said words that didn't matter. You're dumb. You're stupid. And we didn't. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's just how my family spoke.
Yep.
But as I got older and onto the world, I'm like, this is not okay to say. It's not a nice thing to say. So your words matter. But I think the most important thing is, no matter how bad you feel, how bad your day is, how mean people are, if you can just have the love inside of you and just try to, it's hard, but if you can try to react to everything with love, it'll make things better. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to react with love. We're not supposed to react with hate or anger. Or you just being mean. And people are mean and angry at you sometimes, but it's just reactive because of whatever they're going through. If you could just reply with love, and if they don't give that back to you, it's okay, but you did, and you did your best.
Yep.
I think love is really good. If you can just try to do that, I think that's, if I'm out, that's it. React with love.
Definitely. Wow.
Yeah, those are
That's
my
awesome.
last words. React
Last
with love.
words, man. That's extremely powerful. Lead with love. You know what I'm saying? Say what you mean what you say. And we stand on it. I stand on business. Stand on business. Listen, check this out. We out, folks. This is Ced Talk Podcast. Look, another one. You feel me? Like DJ Khaled say. Another one. Hey, standing on business. Standing on business. Hey, standing on business. Hey, standing on business. Out.